Hello and welcome back to Call Center Helper. My name is Xander Freeman, and I'm so excited to be joined by Barry Cooper, president of NiCE. Hello, Barry.
Hey, Xander, great to see you again. Great to be here.
Amazing to see you again. It's not been long, but
Yes.
I know we're pressed for time. There is some breaking news coming out of NiCE at the moment. It's another day, it's another bit of news from you guys. Let's talk a little bit about it. So, Cognigy.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I come to you from Cognigy's HQ in Dusseldorf, Germany. Obviously the deal got announced today that we've entered a definitive agreement with Cognigy to acquire the company, obviously pending regulatory approvals. So that'll take a few months or so from now, but I'm just here just to meet the team to kick it off and everything. But in the meantime, we still do operate as two separate companies until closing.
I mean, there's so much we could dig into here. The deal roughly values Cognigy at $955 million, but I think that speaks to their reputation in the industry, their place of
Sure.
one of the leading voices in conversational AI platforms on the market.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been named a leader in enterprise conversational AI consistently, both with Gartner, IDC, and others in this space.
Yeah.
There's so much to love about what they're doing.
Yeah. No, the tech's incredible as well. Not just the tech, but the people. But we spend quite a bit of time. We've got conversational AI on the platform. We've natively created. We've got partners. We've evaluated many, but we came to the conclusion that really Cognigy are the best that's out there. So, and similar to what we did in the early days of CCaaS, we evaluated the market. We acquired, in our opinion, the best CCaaS provider and in contact and built the platform around that. We're kind of repeating that kind of methodology here and found the same best conversational and agentic AI platform that's out there. After a very, very detailed evaluation, and we really, ran everything through it. So it's incredible technology, incredible solution, an incredible customer base,
Hmm.
and amazing people. All of that kind of made it a bit of a no-brainer for us.
I think you can see that from a lot of similarity in your messaging as well this year and going back even further as well. It seems like a very natural fit.
Yeah, so during the process, it was quite interesting, and I was just here with Phil, and we had a town hall, and we both said the same thing that when we met early in the process, kind of we shared our strategy and our vision for where things are going, and they shared those and theirs, and Phil said he was a little bit embarrassed because it was like they'd copied ours and put it back to us. So that was it was an interesting initial start. But it also goes to the culture and the attitude of the people. There's a really nice kind of coalescence of kind of cultures here, which I love. So it's going to be obviously post closing. It's going to be great to have this team on board.
No, I think so. And I think you mentioned it there. The culture is so important with something like this. As much as the
Yeah,
technology aligns, the culture is the
yeah,
other side of that coin. I think it's quite clear, again, from the messaging that you've been
yeah,
putting out under the new leadership of Scott Russell, but also as well the wider team and what Cognigy you've been putting out and Phil.
yeah,
There's so much to
yeah.
develop there.
Yeah, no, exactly right. So it's and on that point, Cognigy well, obviously a big part of what we're going to do with Cognigy is have it as a native capability within CX1 Empower and have it leverage all of the data, all of the models that are sitting in there, which is powerful in itself. But we're also going to leverage them as a standalone platform, as well. Very similar to what we do with WEM. The nicest WEM, our customers, some of them use it as part of the platform, six million pounds. Some of them use it as a standalone connected to, third-party ACDs, and the same thing's going to apply here.
I think you can clearly see where it fits into NiCE's wider product range as well. It's almost like it's not that you weren't already doing it, but it adds such a natural fit.
Boy, it really it fits really naturally, and they're already one of our partners. They're already a consumer of our virtual agent hub as well. So we've even got work to do as partners ahead of everything else. So really interesting.
So I suppose you've touched on it a little bit there, but when can
Yeah.
we expect to start to see further integration between NiCE and Cognigy then?
Yeah, so we're not going to do anything until we have closing. We want to get the regulatory stuff done first, but then immediately after closing, we have very, very detailed plans of what we want to get done. And effectively, these plans as I kind of hinted to, kind of there'll be, we want to onboard Cognigy as a native capability within CX1 Empower. And that brings many things, all of the assets that are on the platform, all that data that a customer may have, all of the interactions that may be agent assisted can be now used at the click of a button to create these beautiful agentic Cognigy flows to really automate customer service and really empower the employees in customer service to be, even more powerful with what they do. So this is kind of one big element of that. But there's also technologies that we have that's going to help Cognigy. Our real-time ASR is extremely accurate, very low latency, very inexpensive. And so to bring that kind of add something as well to that solution. So there'll be a lot of work we do around that, but that won't begin until we've closed the deal completely. But our customers and the market can expect, as they know with Cognigy and with NiCE, every 3 months or even faster, there's going to be a release that brings more and more and more. And we're really going to start blurring the lines between attended and unattended with this capability, with the best unattended conversational AI that's agentic running alongside kind of capabilities that enable the best humans to work together. It's going to just blur as one. It's so exciting.
I think you can clearly see the benefits to customers within that as well, right?
Oh yeah, well, both the consumers and our customers. As a consumer, being able to do business with the AI that's been trained on the best knowledge and the best actions, the best behaviors of the best employees in an organization at any time of the day, at any scale is really powerful. But obviously, we also believe in having that ability to leverage humans as well. So allowing our organizations to deploy human capabilities with empathy and other skills kind of alongside that. So that's the vision.
But again, that's been clear from both your messaging and Cognigy's messaging for months, if not years, at this point.
Yeah. And absolutely right. And to your point earlier, when we compare strategies, there's really two parts to our strategies, and both of us have the same. So first of all, is that single pane of glass for consumer interaction, where it doesn't matter whether you're having a telephone conversation with an agent, a chat with an agent, an email, a mobile app, a virtual agent, an IVR, you name it. It's a single pane of glass. So all of those come together in one place. So the consumers are not working in silos and have a conversation with a bot that the agent doesn't know about the next day. No silos there. We make the life easier for the employees because they're not alt-tabbing between different systems to find out what's going on. And we make it easier for the organization because they have to integrate these capabilities together. We're going to integrate it for them natively within the platform. So that's the single pane of glass value prop, which is kind of the platform proposition we have. And Cognigy had the same value prop, and they were about to start this big journey of building out all of this stuff, which we have already. So no need for that now. They can focus on that. But the other part, which was really encouraging for us as part of the due diligence we did, is they have the same strategies we do around fulfillment. And that's underneath that pane of glass. When you get beyond simple customer service intents, managing complex workflows through multiple systems of workflow, multiple systems of record, and so with what we're doing with our Empower agents and what they're doing with their agentic definitions, we're going to be able to creep into the middle and back office and start automating those kind of flows beyond the front office as well. So that combined strategy surprised us, and we thought, wow, there's things that can come together here that's going to move us faster.
No, I love what you just talked about, because again, when we're talking about the back office, that's often a forgotten part of when we're talking about, presenting the contact center is more than just the contact center. It is the insight hub of the organization. Linking all those elements together plays such a crucial role in that.
Yes, exactly right. So that's really the future, because we're pretty soon going to get there where that single pane of glass is relatively easy. And then the real value to everyone, to consumers, to organizations, and to employees, is to automate those complex flows. And this is a really interesting, Xander. I realized that if you imagine a picture, with the front office is kind of the first kind of vertical stack, and then you've got tier 2 or middle office, and then tier 3 back office. We've all been working in the customer service space, so we know that front office is streamlined, and optimize to deal with customers, and make sure the customer experience is as good as possible. The human beings in there have been optimized, down to the minute that they're doing the right thing. And the flows are done in a way, the workflows in that front office done in a way to maximize the customer experience. But when you get into the middle and back office, that's not the case. They are business processes that are aligned with inventory flows or in line with HR processes, which almost, rather than being horizontal flows, they're vertical flows. So what we're doing here is we're creating this hybrid workflow that reaches into the middle and back office and aligns those flows with the customer, with the front office. And there's so much power and so much value for everyone in that.
It's brilliant, and it's really great to see. Again, it's nice when there is an acquisition like this, when you can clearly see it is mutually beneficial from both sides as well. So that is great to see. I think to round out from my side, I think two things I wanted to point out with this acquisition is you've got the fact that it expands your portfolio and really positions the company to expand into sort of the wider customer contact entry rather than just contact specifically. There's so much more that comes with something like this, which is something that Scott has been talking about for some time now.
Yeah, we really no longer think of ourselves as a CCaaS company. We are a CX AI company. This is what we do, and this I believe this acquisition reinforces that. We're bringing together, purpose-built CX AI from the models that we have in Enlighten embedded in the platform, and we're combining that with the best conversational and agentic AI that's in the market. This is purely an AI move. And really moves us away from just a CCaaS company.
And I'll tell you what, then I know our time is limited, so I'll move on to my final question. I think this builds on the massively positive momentum of recent significant partnerships you've had, be it AWS, ServiceNow, Snowflake. You've obviously had major wins as well from a tender perspective this year. What's next for NiCE?
Well, we're going to execute that strategy I just outlined to you, absolutely. Without compromise. So that means making sure that CXone Empower provides the best and most complete single pane of glass, and we help organizations optimize fulfillment deep into the middle and back office. And it'll be a combination of organic development plus potentially some other tech tuck-ins that we'll make, plus the investment that we're making here with Cognigy. Will bring all of that together to make that vision a reality. And if there's one thing about NiCE, at every step of our journey, we've painted a vision, and then we've executed on that vision. And this is what we'll do. So you'll see other moves from us, both organic and inorganic, plus investments in Cognigy, and we execute that strategy.
I can't wait to hear more as it develops. Barry, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to see what comes next.
Perfect. Thank you, Xander.
Thank you.